Hi, Caleb Becker here, and I just wanted to shoot this quick video to tell you about something that I feel like is a problem for business owners, and it hurts them more than what they realize. And that's distractions. And I think that there's a dilemma, let's call it a disease that's going on inside of our culture now that is possibly a bigger threat to our productivity than it has been ever in history. We've got so many tools and features and technology right at our fingertips, and then which helps us in a lot of areas, but then it also distracts us from the thing that we're trying to do, and that's grow a business, serve our customers, create something valuable. And so it leaves us with a just a lot of things to deal with. So I feel like distractions are a big problem. And I wanted to go over these distractions. I wanted to go over really kind of what they are and also how to combat them. I have a company called eCreate Biz, and I'm working with business owners and working with them on growing their businesses. See, a lot of people talk about strategies. They talk about, how to run ads, how to build a website, how to have a funnel, how to have a tripwire, how to have an upsell, how to create more products. And we have all these strategies and we can learn them, and it's great to learn them and they're needed. But what we don't hear is this underlying part of a business of the actual, like, get in there and get to work and focus and really creating something meaningful. We don't hear a lot about that. It's something that's not talked about. And I believe that the one thing that's stopping us from getting where we need to go is getting distracted. That's what's stopping us. So if we allow ourselves to get distracted, it's going to stop and hinder our growth. When you're focused and you don't have things stopping you, you don't have distractions coming in your way, then you'll build amazing stuff. I believe that business owners are a rare breed who have the tenacity to just put in the work. And if you can remove those distractions from them, they're going to do amazing stuff. So they'll figure out what kind of lead page they need or what kind of a website they need. They'll figure out what kind of a sales strategy they need because they're focused on it. All right. So let's go over into what some of these distractions are. I wish I had like a whiteboard I could show you, but maybe what I'll do is I'll jump over into my computer screen. Let's just jump over there now. One of the distractions that we get a lot is email overload. All right. An email is an email. It's not an instant message. It's not an emergency. It's there for you when you can get to it and answer it. All right. Emails don't have to be answered right away. So what happens is we have these notifications on our computers. They're always popping at us, and when we get an email shows up, and we're right in the middle of our work, and we switch over and start working on emails. And sometimes to answer an email, it takes you got to put in the effort to give a good answer. You might have to pull up some documents or pull something out and so you can answer it correctly. So when you're doing your deep work and you're into your business and you're doing the things that matter, to stop what you're doing there so that you can answer an email, it's not necessary. And I think that's one of those things that trip us up because we feel like we have to. Somebody sent me an email, I got to get back to them. All right. Social media, right? I don't even need to say what this is, but I think we just pull the elephant into the room and let's talk about it. Social media. I mean, grabbing our phones and doing scrolling and going into social media. Is it necessary? Is it really necessary? Something to question and to ask ourselves. One thing I can tell you is that there's been a research has been done, and the average American spends 2 hours a day scrolling on social media. Okay. 2 hours a day, 7 days a week, scrolling on social media. When you times that out by a working day and how much the time that you could be spending in work, it equates to 3 months worth of productivity time for your business. So that's surprising. 3 months. What would you do with 3 months more of your time if you could have that focused into your business? All right. I won't go on social media any further, but I think we can all agree social media is a huge distraction. It's designed to keep you on their platform. All right. Inefficient task scheduling. All right. Switching. Going from task to task without a plan. It's totally disruptive. I mean, you start working on papers, and pretty soon you're writing in a notebook, and then pretty soon you're writing something into your phone, and maybe you might be heading over to your accounting, and you might have 20 tabs that are open, 30 tabs. You might have 4 screens on your computer, and you're just like going all over the place. All right. To have a structured plan is what's going to help us be able to stay focused. A structured plan. I'm working on this right now, and I'm going to work on this until I get to a satisfactory endpoint. All right. So that's something that's been surprising to me as it's disrupted my day. All right. Depending on where you work, if you work at home, if your office is at home, interruptions from family members is definitely a distraction. There's a time and place to be with your family, but when you're at work and you're in work, just set boundaries that I'm working here. But it even can happen with coworkers. All right. So coworkers as well, they need to respect the part of your work, and that you're not open for communication at certain times. All right. All right. I'm just going to switch down here to these. These ones here are important. Food, sleep, and sex. All right. These 3 are a major distraction. There was a study that was done. I don't remember who the study was, the name of the researcher. I can link that down below this video. But it's been shared amongst other people. Anyways, this research was done, and it was noted that in the day, throughout certain parts of the day, within a day of our lives, that when you disrupt our day with a distraction, most of the times we're thinking about food, sleep, or sex. Those are areas that are in the back of our minds. Okay. And there's a time and place for those. But when you're in your deep work and you're doing things for your business, these are not an area that should be disrupting your day to go and grab a snack, go and get some sleep, and go, these aren't areas that should be disrupting our day. There's a time and place for that, but not when we're doing our work. All right. Having more than one business. I mean, so many business owners suffer from this one. This is an entrepreneur dilemma. All right. We got to have one business. We can't have too many. We can't have more than one. We got to have one. There are people who can have more than one business. Yes. Warren Buffett, Alex Ramosi, some of these people who've really excelled in their growth. But for us small business owners, is it really necessary to have more than one business? All right. It's a huge distraction. It keeps you poor. That's what it does. All right. Having too many products. The more products you have, the more customer service you have to have, the more details that go along with that product to give a good customer experience. And if you have too many products, you're going to be spread too thin. Having too many services. You might have coaching, and you might have consulting, and you might have teaching and training, or you might be a contractor and you might build a house. You might do the shingling, you might do the drywalling, you might do the dirt work. You're a mechanic, you might do bumper to bumper on a car. You having too many services doesn't work. proven, if now this is a way to check this, when you look at a very successful business, when you look at a successful business, you'll see that those that specialize make the most money. All right. Somebody in the dentist world who is specializing in root canals, they're making a tremendous amount of money. Somebody in the auto repair business who's doing bumper to bumper versus somebody who just does tires and alignment, drivetrain on a car, they're making more money. Those who specialize in that one area. So having too many services affects your focus and it keeps you poor. Too many offers. Okay. What are you offering? Again, it just goes like the same thing. If you're offering too many things, and I'm not just saying products and services, but just offering. Maybe you offer events. Maybe you offer a way for people to come into your business and show that they're interested. And you have so many different levels of where you're reaching and touch points. It's again too distracting and it's affecting your business. Research. To me, this is a big one because we're given a computer screen and we're given our phones and we need to try to solve a problem and we do some researching. It's very valid and it's in place, but it's only valid and in place at the right time. If you can set time for it, great. But when it comes time to work, then researching has to go to the wayside unless the research is what you're working on and that it's extremely focused on what you're working on. So I just wanted to throw that in. News. What's the point of being up to date with the current news? And you can argue this one if you want to. Shoot something in the comments if you want to. But what's the point, really? I mean, unless you live at the base of a mountain and there's an avalanche coming your way, you need to know the news that's going to be harmful. But what's happening in several states away or another country, does it really matter? Like, for now? Like when you're working? I don't think so. I don't think that there's any valid reason to have news. I think it's crazy. I don't have any news feed showing up anywhere on my devices. My phone, it's all shut off. My computer screen, I don't have any news coming my way. I sometimes am dumb when others are talking about something that happened in my community and I'm not really aware of it so much. And that kind of makes me feel silly. But it's really okay. I'm okay with that because I don't want to stay up to date, current with news for several reasons. But what the main thing is I just want to bring up the part of how it's distracting and it distracts you from doing your work. All right. Staying up late. I wanted to put that in there because that's really a huge distraction. Staying up late, not getting yourself enough sleep is going to harm your business. You cannot be as sharp when we're staying up late. And the alternative to that is that you get up later. Okay, well, that's fine. Staying up late and getting up later is fine as long as you're allowing yourself to have the right amount of sleep. Most business owners, most of us, we get up early because we have to get going in the day. We have other responsibilities. So most of us get up early. Now, not saying that all business owners get up early. I'm just saying most of us do. So staying up late is a huge distraction. And I feel like it's something to address. Instant messaging. That would be something that would go together with email. Shut off instant messaging, especially the notifications on your computer. Because if somebody's instant messaging you, then obviously they don't need an answer right now. You know, if your house was on fire, nobody would instant message. They would be knocking on your door, or they would be calling. So it's not that important to answer an instant message when you're working. Tweaking a website. Okay, it's valid, it's good, it's great, but is it really worth stopping what we're doing in the day to go tweak our website again, yet another time, changing the font just yet a little bit more, moving that line down just a bit, uploading another photo? Tweaking the website isn't helping you get customers that you are selling to. Your website's already doing that, but your system of your business is what's actually bringing the revenue, not the website tweak. All right, and then entertainment, watching videos on YouTube, or back to social media, entertaining ourselves. YouTube's cool. YouTube's great. This video is on YouTube, and if this is helping you, if you're able to get value from this, and this is able to get you going in the day, that's great. But after this video, don't go and entertain yourself with something for pure entertainment. It's very distracting, and we're on that thin ice, or that edge where we're doing something valuable and valid, but then all of a sudden we cross over and we're all of a sudden into a distraction. I really think success happens when we're focused. And I think that's really the key. That's the key to making your business work. And I encourage you to look at anybody who's been successful and to just see their story, see what they've done in their early days. And you'll find that they removed all kinds of outside stuff that wasn't important, and they focused in on what they were creating. And you'll see that it was laser focused, and you'll see that they were diligent in it, just like we need to be. We need to be diligent in what we're doing. So I hope this video has helped you. If you'd like to see a complete list of the distractions and what's hurting you as a business and what you should avoid, then I encourage you to download the complete guide. You can get that at ecreatebiz.com/distraction. I'll put a link below this video so you can grab that guide. So go ahead and grab that. And I wish you all the best and success as you are running your business. And I'll see you in the next one.